1-0 in this series tonight.
He can, but Josh King got his team playing a smothering, uncompromising, aggressive style of basketball, and don't even think for a second they won't let it fly from deep.
That doesn't matter when you've got the 6-time NBL MVP Bryce Cotton, who is in pursuit of NBL championship number 4.
You know who might have something to say about that? Nathan Stobie. In his 12th season in the league, playing the best basketball of his life. He came up short in 2018. Now he is this close to getting his first championship.
2 words, Zylan Cheatham, an explosive physical force who can finish above the rim with ferocious power.
Well, I got 4 words for you. John Brown III, Defensive Player of the Year. He is born to wreak havoc.
Give me DJ, Jenkins, Cameron, and Humphreys. How's that for a supporting cast?
That's a nice cast, but let me raise you. Owen Foxwell, Jordy Hunter, and Angus Glover, they both got 2 chips. And Ian Clark, you know he's got a chip too. Finally, the time has come.
Game 1 of the NBL playoffs.
Adelaide 36ers versus the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix.
And it starts now.
Come on, man.
And then there were 4. After 22 rounds and a grueling play-in series, it's business time. Adelaide built a roster to win it all, headlined by the 6-time MVP Bryce Cotton, and this is their time to go for it. And Southeast Melbourne, well, they cruise through the play-in and have got a style and a tenacity that is built for this time of year. It's time to make memories, build legacies, and win the ultimate prize. It's the 36ers and the Phoenix in a 3-game playoff battle, and it starts now. A massive hello and welcome to the sold-out Adelaide Entertainment Centre for Game 1 of the playoff series between the 36ers and the Phoenix. I'm Jack Heaven. I sit alongside living legends Andrew Gaze and Leonard Copeland, and this place is absolutely going off right now.
It certainly is. It's an exciting atmosphere they've created, not just in this game, but the entire season. They sold out virtually the entire season, and it's a fun place to play a game of basketball. And the Phoenix they've got some good memories of playing here, and particularly on the boards. In all 4 games they've played this season, whoever's won the boards has won the game.
Wow.
So that is a big telling factor, and Phoenix should feel comfortable about where they sit in that department.
Copes, welcome to you. This is how we got here. And for Adelaide, they've had to sit back and watch. Southeast Melbourne won their way through in the play-in tournament. First up, they handled their business against Perth. Adelaide, we haven't seen since February the 22nd. Is that a factor early on tonight?
That's a major factor for me. 18 days without playing against somebody you hate is different than playing against your teammates. Now, they got to come out here now and shoot the ball well, but you know Southeast Melbourne know this. They know these guys haven't played, so they're going to run down their throats. They're going to rebound like Drew said. I'm looking for Southeast Melbourne to get it done tonight, Drew.
And the hardest thing for the Adelaide 36ers, they sit back and watch. It's very difficult to replicate what Phoenix does in a practice environment.
Yep.
They're up and in. And, it's hard to get it over the center line to get in your offensive structure so they can make teams look foolish with their defensive
Maybe if they play
intensity.
10 on 5, maybe they can.
Maybe, but that's hard to replicate. So you say, well, they got more time to prepare. Well, that's true, but you can't prepare if you can't simulate what your opponent is going to do. And this guy, look at the rebounding count right there. The offensive rebounds in particular, that's obscene. Plus 16, that's incredible when you've got 2 evenly balanced teams.
Coach, from an Adelaide 36ers perspective, it goes without saying that Bryce Cotton is going to be an enormous factor in this series. As I said, 6-time MVP. Who goes with him, though, and how important are the shooters in John Jenkins and Dejan Vasiljevic?
Well, he's going to need some help, and you know that because they're going to focus on Bryce Cotton. But you're right, he's going to have some help with Jenkins and DJ. They need to come out and shoot the ball extremely well. If they don't, Adelaide 36 are in trouble.
Well, John Jenkins, he's one that he's come out, he's playing significant minutes, but he's had a few games where he's been really low on minutes. So I don't think they've completely figured out with Jenkins how what his role is. But one thing's for sure, this bloke here is going to be playing 40 minutes a game, and he is going to be a handful.
We are just about ready to go for tip-off in Game 1. Kelsey Brown is with us this evening in a sold-out Adelaide Entertainment Centre. Kelsey, this place is wild right now.
Absolutely it is. It is so loud. I can hardly hear you, Jack, but another player I want to put some focus on is Glenn Cameron. We know that he's no stranger to postseason basketball in the NBL. He's been a part of 2 championship series, but he has only managed 5 minutes on average in postseason basketball. He came to the Adelaide 36ers wanting more opportunity, and he's got that this year. He's got a most improved player, but I'm excited to see what Glenn Cameron could do with a lot more opportunity in postseason basketball.
And he'll be in the starting lineup for this Adelaide 36ers team for game 1 as well. John Jenkins starts. They continue, as they have done for the second part of the season, with Vasiljevic coming off the bench. Isaac Humphries, how important is he tonight?
You got to get him going early. I've been saying this all year long. You get him a couple of touches early, he starts to rebound for you. He's blocking shots. He's running the floor. But if you can't find him, he's going to go missing, and that's what's going to hurt you.
For the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, big night for Owen Foxwell, whose numbers against Adelaide this season, Drew, have been very good.
No, it has, and a lot of teams he's been very good. He's going to run the show. He sets the tempo offensively, gets them into their sets, and it's not a long offensive sets they normally play. The fastest paced team in the competition against the 9th place team in pace in the Adelaide 36ers. So who can put their authority and style on the game?
Michael Aylen, Chris Reed, Ken Arick, the 3 men in charge of game 1 of the playoff series. Adelaide's biggest crowd of the season was when these 2 teams met in round 19. Judging from what we can see tonight, we're going past that. I don't think you could legally fit another human in this building. It's Geordie Hunter outside for 3.
Wow.
How's that for a start for Southeast
You're
Melbourne?
a 5-man shooting threes during the first play of the game. What a play.
Well, he's above 40% on the season, and that's a part of his game that I have got tremendous respect for, because he wasn't that when he first came into the league.
Now, if you see the size that they have on Cotton, Iwundu is just massive over him.
Takes it at his direct opponent. Gets an early look, as requested. It wasn't ideal. Sobey with an early look himself. That's off target for him. Nice hustle. Got the ball back.
Well, the last time they played, we were calling that game, and I've never seen anything like it before in my life. And that's a long time. 21 rebounds offensively
In the first half, George.
in the first half by the Phoenix. So they need to be able to correct that, Adelaide, if they're going to win.
Oh, Hunter can't repeat the dose. Sobey with arm and put it back in.
I like the way that they've gone to Sobey. Even that first play, Copes, they knew that there was going to be an overplay on Nathan Sobey, so they went to the back door cut. Now, a rush shot before that, but there's Geordie Hunter, and just the incredible touch and feel on the O boards by Nathan Sobey.
Well, Joey, it's going to take some time for Adelaide to get to find their feet. I don't care what you say. I don't care what team it is. If you've been sitting around for 18 days, not sitting around, but training against your own, it's going to take some time to get into this rhythm.
Last time we saw the Adelaide 36ers was the Night Cup Grand Final on the Gold Coast, where they went down to the Breakers. Glenn Cameron aggressive.
He needed to throw it at the rim. It's going to be a pass at the end.
And the difference with Cameron bringing that ball to the floor, he's got some size. So when Foxwell sticks his hand in there, he's knocking him off.
5th meeting of the season between these 2 teams. Adelaide won the first 2. Phoenix had won the last 2 in pretty comfortable fashion. Both games for Southeast Melbourne. So Adelaide with some adjustments. That right there is the ultimate adjustment.
That's tough. He's got the bigger guy, so he goes to the bucket. And you know what? That's where you got to sacrifice. Just run at him. Needed more help. And just make someone else beat you. Don't let Bryce get started early.
Well, if Bryce is shooting 2s all night, then you still win.
Rebound by Tylan Cheatham, the league's leading rebounder across the regular season. 10.5 a game. And athletic and powerful and fast.
Oh, yeah.
Geordie Hunter cops one in the mush. And it's a Bryce Cotton. See, right here, I say to Geordie Hunter, just go get him. Yeah, you might have had a drop-off pass to Humphries, but just don't let him get going. And clearly Geordie Hunter not in position, and cops one to the mouth.
Saw it all on the Amy replay. Nice hands by Brown, knocks it out of play. Still 11 on the shot clock for Adelaide.
Here we go. Hold the screens, Isaac.
Cotton with the inbound duties. He and Cheatham have been a lethal combination all season. Cameron draws another foul on South East Melbourne, so that's 3 in the first 2 minutes of the game. A big positive for the home team.
Yeah, they do foul a lot, and they're accustomed to this. As we see a foul, it's a second personal foul by Foxborough, so he takes a spell, but they've got a good cover. It just came down just across the forearm. Draws the foul.
Flynn Cameron, the NBL's most improved player. Kelsey brought it up pre-game. It's a fabulous point that this is what Flynn Cameron came to Adelaide to do, for more opportunity, starting minutes, and to play in playoff action like this.
Jack, without him, they don't get this far. He had a tremendous season. Knocking down threes, you know, getting guys involved, playing the right way.
Yeah, he's certainly improved, but I think you're spot on, Jack, in that it's just about more opportunities. He has this, he's always had this capability to play at this level, but just playing behind some stars that the United made a tough one.
Caught Angus Glover's hand last. Michael Allen there, right on the spot. Josh King certainly thought it was worth challenging, was told by his bench just to perhaps let that one go early. Cameron. Jenkins finds a nice little spot in the mid-range. That'll be good for his confidence.
Yeah, he needed that, Jack. He needed that one.
Last couple of games coming in, John Jenkins, 5-0 and 5, and was 2 of 14 from 3 collectively. Sobey over the top of Humphries.
Yeah, and Jenkins getting going, it's not just about him getting going, it does create a lot of attention from Bryce, and that's just the breaks of the game. Bryce didn't know the ball was coming. A lucky bounce goes his way, and on the sideline, Coach King just has a conniption.
We've had mush and conniption in the first 4 minutes from the go.
Oh.
If you're watching from overseas, you've got no idea what's going on as Jenkins fouls Awundu in the act of shooting 3. Got him on the arm.
12.
John Jenkins doesn't like the call.
Here we go, bud.
There's 2. In fact, there was a foot on the line. No obvious rust for Adelaide early.
Because they're pushing the tempo, might be a little bit easier, but Southeast Melbourne wear you down with that defense, man. And they continue to play it the whole game. Some hungry kids in Adelaide.
This crowd is loud tonight. Saturday night, these two will go head-to-head in Melbourne, John Cain Arena, and if we are required for Game 3, back here next Tuesday. Cotton isolates Awundu. Crossover, got it.
You just can't give him choices. If you're going to get beat to make him go one way. He goes to the right, and when he gets you dancing by crossing over, he becomes even harder to guard.
Trouble. That's just way too easy, though. Sobey's comfortable. He's comfortable.
Well, he should be with the season he's had. See here, just keep him going one way. Goes left, goes right, comes back to his left. And that makes him a whole lot tougher. You've got to send him one, just take the odds to send him one way and rely on help and blame someone else if he scores, if he goes that way.
If anybody knows that, you know it, pal.
Blame someone else.
Because you can't guard the man when he's got choices.
Great lesson for all the kids watching at home. Blame someone else.
So I did my job. I just had to send him left or right, whatever it is.
Phoenix by 1. Cotton gave it up this time. Nice look for Isaac White. He checks into the game. Nick Rakocevic also in. So Humphries and Rakocevic out there together. Mike Wells has gone to that combination more as the season's gone on. Sobey getting busy. This is out with the left hand.
It's an early statement too with TJ Vasiljevic, you see White coming in earlier, which has happened throughout the course of the season, but just in these big moments, oh my goodness. Rust, what rust are you talking about?
No rust at all, son.
No rust, rust, not here.
Robbo, no rust. Oh, Sobey misses everything. Cotton's got 9 points, and he's in a mood.
No.
Yes!
Don't do it like that!
Goodness. This is a special human being that's fun to watch.
16-11. A first quarter statement in this playoff series from Bryce Cotton. Awundu trying to answer. And the Phoenix, who scored the first 6, have just started to struggle to score all of a sudden. This man having no trouble scoring.
If they're smart, they better go double team him right now.
I wonder, he's mumbling to himself, but right now you got to make a change. 6 of 6, 14 points. We've seen enough. Someone else already needs to have a go at the great one.
I think we know what he was mumbling. It was help. 14 points on 6 of 6 from the field. Bryce Cotton has single-handedly changed his first quarter.
Man, look at the way he's getting tough shots, just feeling great about himself. The MVP has spoken. Get off me.
Yeah. Well, he's beaten him twice. He's gone left, he's gone right. He's gone both ways. The floater, the 3-ball, nothing but green on the shot chart. He's a guy that you just can't play one-on-one. If you're just going to make this a one-on-one contest, advantage Bryce, and he's proven with 6 MVPs that that's not fair.
I remember when he first got here, his first game was against the Sydney Kings. We had Kevin Lish, who was one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah, and it's not, and you're looking at this and you're thinking, well, the strategy's wrong, the defense, there may be elements to that, but this is just sometimes...
Offense outweighs defense. Offense is
correct.
better than defense, yeah.
So some changes. Malik Lewis and Clark come in. Kelsey, you were listening to Josh King.
I was, but let's talk about Wes Awundu, who went straight to the bench and said, what do I do? But it was all about the offensive end that Josh King wants to fix. He said, let's start making them work. 1 side, 2 side, 3 side. Let's start making them have to defend us.
And Clark knows exactly what it takes this time of year. Got good help though. Rakocevic knocked it out of the air. Now it's Ian Clark's turn. Vasiljevic into the game as well, who can get hot very quickly. The shooters all over the floor for Adelaide. Here's one of them. Offensive rebound by White, but it won't count.
Yeah, a clear push in the back. Yeah, I don't mind the matchup. I know the pace might be an issue.
Is he beating right post up guys in front? Yes, he's in front. He gets to the spot first.
I don't know. I quite like Lewis having a crack as well on Cotton, just because of size. Now, you might give up certain things, but he's certainly going to be able to, on those step backs, have that length to intimidate the shot.
As much as I love Lewis, I don't think he's fast enough.
No, you got to live with some certain things.
So Pete and Beck were talking about this in the pre-game, Drewy, that you almost... There might be a world where you just have to focus solely on Bryce and make other people...
Yeah, 100%. And I think what it is accepting that, okay, in a double team, we're going to scramble, we're going to be catching up, and we might be on the back foot a little bit, but if that means taking Bryce out of the game as Glover gets a much-needed 2, then you almost live with that, particularly early on.
You know what I've learned?
That horse has already bolted now and he's got 14 of them.
That horse is halfway down the straight.
You know what I've learned, though? When a guy gets hot like that, no one thinks about making him play defense. He's not the biggest guy on the floor. Let's just post him up and get him in foul trouble.
Cheatham finds a pass to the basket. Offensive rebound, Rakocevic. The longer this season's gone, the better he's got for Adelaide.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's had his moments throughout the season, hasn't he, where it's maybe hasn't gone all his way, but even contest, 3-0 boards for Phoenix. That was the first offensive boards for the Sixers.
And this is the test, Coach, for the Phoenix, who spent a lot of time shooting threes. 37% of their scoring across the regular season came from the three-point line. They're 1 of 6 right now, so are they willing to keep shooting, or do they go to different methods?
You better believe they're willing to keep shooting. That's the way they play game.
Absolutely. And the Phoenix, more threes than anyone in the competition ever in a season, ever. And that includes an era where it was 48 minutes.
No.
Yeah. So they were letting it fly, and that's a rare sight. That is a rare sighting, particularly when he's got 14 points. But I think he sees he's got a bit of a margin, to find just a minute or two here or there. Now, personally, it wouldn't have been my choice.
Oh, we know you ain't coming out, bro.
No, well, not when you got your 6 of 6 and you racked up 14 and you're cooking.
I love the way Coach talks like he played 15 minutes a game as well. Like, you were right there with him.
It certainly wasn't 48, that's for sure.
2015 playoff series, game 1 between Adelaide and Southeast Melbourne. Quarter time approaching. The 36ers have got themselves going. The turnover will help the Phoenix cause.
Well, if you're Phoenix, you just figure, well, we've just got to weather this Bryce Cotton storm. Oh, Lewis went up. Oh, a late call.
No, so they got him. No, they got him.
You clipped him. Double here. Double. Good one.
Here it is here. And that is it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because
Was White pushed by Rakocevic?
Maybe.
well, the other one that I thought might have been in a little trouble, hard to tell from that angle, but it looked like John Brown was just holding off and shielding out with the arm.
There's 3 fouls on White.
Short stay for Isaac White. Just 3 minutes played, 3 fouls. There's the NBL app that you can scan if you don't have it already. It's got every single piece of information, every news story, every podcast, every opinion. It's all there. You can download it now. The playoff basketball as the Phoenix seem as though they've just weathered a little bit of the storm. Bryce Cotton off the floor for only a minute or so. Back out there now. And the margin is back to 3. Adelaide a few moments ago led by as much as 7. 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. Great finish from Cameron.
Yeah, and when we've spoken about this a bit throughout the course of the season, when you're so aggressive of getting up in the lanes, particularly one pass away, trying to put pressure on every pass, it can open up the driving lanes. And that was another example of it. A lot being made of the Phoenix defense, but a lot of that's what they do in the full court and the extended defense and the pressure. In the half court, they're doing like everyone else. They've had some vulnerability.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely they have. And every time they make a mistake, you better believe Josh King lets them know about it.
Cotton has 14, Cameron has 5, Rakocevic and Jenkins the only other scorers on the floor for Adelaide. Glover from deep, the 6th man of the year.
That's what he does. He can get hot. He sees that first one go in. Better believe he's going to take the next couple.
Cheatham looks a little uncomfortable, slipped over. Nice D from the next start. Sobey with a full head of steam for Aaliyah. It's back to 1 point.
That's where they're at their best. That's been their signature all season, the way in which they run in waves. All 5 guys run.
Cause turnovers is where they get their point.
Phoenix with a chance here to take the lead back as we head towards quarter time. Aaliyah runs the floor, got heavy treatment from Rakocevic, who is capable of dealing out some of the physical stuff.
They don't even go to the replay for that one.
Boys 31.
It looked really awkward. Yeah, you cannot. Oh, that's almost any. They might have been reviewing that to say, is it upgradable to give him a spell?
Push and a pop.
Pushed him in the back and whacked him in the back of the box on the follow-through.
At some stage in this playoff series, Nick Rakocevic will do something that has us all talking. Let's have a little look at it.
That was almost it. just you can see what his intention was to make him earn it from the free throw line. But that was just too crude. Right there, back, bang. I mean, that is dangerous.
Scores level all of a sudden. Phoenix having the better part of the back end of quarter number one. Nice cut from Clark, and they take the lead. A big fight back here from Southeast Melbourne.
This is what they do. They get up and in, they cause turnovers, they cause mistakes, and they run the ball.
Almost came up with it again. Shot clock at 8 for Cotton. He wanted it back, but Cheatham found another avenue. Blocked by Lewis, who's done some big defensive things in this quarter.
Isaac got caught in the air. And those ones, you just got to find the body of the defender. Get into the body and then go up. He went up a little early, tried to quick shoot it.
They've scored the last 8. Sobey lays it up. 10 unanswered points for the Phoenix. How quickly has it changed?
That's a foul. That had to be a foul by Ian Clark.
He wants to review this.
So you can't review a non-call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a look at this. Ian Clark just grabs him right there with his arm. Right arm just hooks Bryce.
Cotton has 7 seconds to work with. Phoenix will lead at quarter time. That's a late whistle. And there's plenty of feeling out here at the moment.
And so it should be.
Right, that's enough. That's twice I've now had to deal with it. That's a warning. Next time we have to penalise you.
For what?
Oh,
Yeah, there's not a lot in that.
There's not a lot in that at all.
Mike Wells has been testing the patience of the officials, and they've had enough. They've given a warning. So he's going to be on a... Just needs to maybe tone it down a little bit.
And from where we sit, there's just a little bit of back and forth between the two coaches starting to build now too.
It was a lot of whataboutism going on.
That's what we want to see, Joey. We want to see it, brother.
Mike Wells is saying, look at old mate down the other end. He's dishing it out just as much.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
A couple of settling free throws for Bryce Cotton, who will finish this first quarter with 16 points on 6 of 6 shooting. It'll take something special for the Phoenix from here. Owundu's got more than enough time to get this away. Southeast Melbourne lead by 2 at quarter time. Plenty of feeling, plenty of emotion in game 1 of this playoff series. It's Adelaide and Southeast Melbourne over a 3-game series. And it's all thanks to Choice Hotels. Playoff basketball coming your way next.
Anytime we lay down, we line up. You're allowed 3 steps to knock them down. Are you ready? The winner gets $500 thanks to Mega Rewards. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Away they go. Oh, it's a box. 1 has got 1. 1 pin is down. 2 pins down. Pin is down. And 3 more. Keep going, guys. Someone get there. 4 pins. Anytime, keep going, just keep pushing. Oh, hang on, wait, go back the other way. You know what? You've knocked them all down. I think you're the winner. Dixon's family, make some noise. We have a winner. Oh my goodness.
playoff basketball is well and truly underway with a quarter played here at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. The 36ers 25, 2 points down to the Phoenix 27. It was a late run for the Phoenix. Bryce Cotton had a number of the Phoenix dancing early on with a lot of points early. I listened in to Mike Wells. He spoke about taking the sting out of the game. He said they were running at the pace that the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix like to run out. And this first play of the game, they're taking a look at John Jenkins.
All the big names fired up so far. Bryce Cotton has 16, Nathan Sobey 11. Leonard Copeland, Andrew Gaze in commentary. The question is, here is John Jenkins, exactly like Kelsey told us. The question is, and we posed it pre-game, who's coming with Bryce Cotton?
And see, that's a problem because we look at Southeast Melbourne, they got 12 points off the bench, whereas Adelaide have 2 points. DJ couldn't get himself going. White got into foul trouble. Vukovic, bad fouls. Oh, and another turnover here from Bryce Cotton.
Costly one. Bubba can't make them totally pay.
Yeah, it's no surprise the bench points. Phoenix are #1 in the competition with a little over 30 per game coming from the bench. And that is the antidote to an overplay. If you're going to overplay that much, that's going to be on a lot. The back cut, Bryce come up with a. So he's got 18 points. He's perfect, 7 of 7.
It's 18 of 27.
It's unbelievable for him, but as great as it is for him, does lead to some signs that what happens when he's not doing it.
He's grimacing, Bryce Cotton, as he handles the ball this trip up the floor. Enables Humphries, who rolls and scores, and we're tied up again. First points of the night for Isaac Humphries. Ketchalier getting ready to check out. Jordy Hunter on his way back in. Falls back out to Glover.
And then Malik Lewis is getting his hands on things. He's getting steals. He's doing all the little things, Drewy.
It's another O board that's really expensive. Ends in a 3-ball for the Phoenix.
Plus 10 Malik Lewis in his time out there. Cotton has 4 on the clock, which is an eternity. Misses. First blemish of the night for him. Glover is wide open. Back up!
Told you. He starts to feel it. Let him see one go. He's letting it fly, son.
He knows exactly what it takes in playoff basketball. The hero of the Sydney Kings Championship a couple of seasons ago. He's quickly got himself up to 11 points, and Mike Wells wants to chat.
And that really puts a lot of pressure on your defensive transition when you've got lights-out shooters that can pull the trigger on the early one, and clearly they've got a license to do it. It's the way they play. And then you start to extend your defense, and when you've got 5 bodies running down, you've extended your defense. That opens it up to the play at the rim, so it's a tough decision that Mike Wells has got to figure out how they're going to contain on the defensive transition.
35-29 in this timeout. A massive shout out to Bunnings, one of our great partners across this NBL season. And they're great for so many reasons, Copes, but it's this that separates them. Their courtside access, backing the next generation of ballers. It's given young hoopers all season long the chance to get close, and we see them on game day here. They have the time of their lives. They were there at Hoops Fest earlier this year in January as well. Unforgettable moments, and it's all thanks to Bunnings.
And the kids love it. The parents love it. You should see all the photos. And the smiles on their faces. It's just amazing.
No, and it's one of the greatest experiences you can have as a shopper, going into a Bunnings store. I spend hours in there and don't buy anything.
You go for that. Don't you go for the sausages or?
The sausages out the front are nice as well.
They see you coming a long way off, I reckon. So Adelaide needing to answer out of this timeout. Kelsey, what did Mike Wells have to say?
Well, stern words from Mike Wells. He spoke about if you've got an open shot, make sure you follow the boards. He's big on the offensive rebounds. And Bryce Cotton had his left thumb checked out. Didn't want any attention on it. He's tough as nails.
Brown whistle for the foul. It'll be his first.
Well, the tempo right now, just on the number of shots and the score, well and truly in Phoenix's sweet spot. And you get to those moments where you sometimes motion just for the sake of motion in the half court for the Adelaide 36ers is going to be important. But Brown is going to pick up his second foul. He doesn't like it. He's looking at the video review guy.
He's pleading for a review. And the assistant coach has said, get out of here, get back and play some D.
Just don't get that third one.
So that is a factor for Southeast Melbourne now. Josh King unhappy with the officiating. He's happy with the scoreline. What a pass from Cotton for Humphries.
Great dime.
Spectacular from the six-time MVP. Isaac Humphries working his way into this game now. Wundu with his first field goal.
I got to give a look to Glover, man. Glover's come down and made 3 threes in the last 5 minutes, so get him the ball.
John Jenkins, yeah.
He's got the same role as Glover, but he's just not knocking him down at the moment. Made that short mid-range early on. Since then, hasn't had too much of a look.
And in his first 4 games, Drew, he averaged 18 points a game at 56%.
Wow.
Behavior warning.
Last couple games, 5 points at 28%.
Yeah.
So he's struggling.
Look at this pass, coach. Thread the needle in stride, and Humphries with 2 of the easiest buckets he's going to have all series.
So both coaches now with behaviour warnings. Spending a lot of time working the officials over. Clark unsuccessful. Tower of strength at his Zylan Cheatham. Handles that rebound for Adelaide, his first of the night. It's the Phoenix who lead by 6 and have been able just to quieten this Adelaide Entertainment Centre crowd. They'll be happy with that.
Yeah, any 2 baskets is a bonus for both these teams, but the last couple, they've done it with the pick and roll, the Adelaide 36ers.
Fresh 14 for the 36ers, who have not won a title in 24 years. This is their first home playoff game in 8 years.
That's amazing.
They've been swimming in a sea of mediocrity, it's got to be said, for a while, but in the last, particularly this season, but it started last season, Coach. They got more aggressive, they made better decisions. The arrival of Matt Weston has given them a bit of punch in the GM role, but getting Bryce Cotton was the ultimate signature.
Absolutely was. When you thought of Adelaide back in the day, you thought about trouble. Because there was always something going on down here.
And Coach, what this has become is a very difficult game to officiate. There's a lot of contact, a lot of ball pressure, and ones they let go, ones they call, trying to find that balance so everyone understands what is a foul and what isn't a foul is difficult.
Clark from a mile away. No good. Phoenix 4 of 14 now, just 28% from the long range. Ian Clark picks up his first.
No, it wasn't. He lifted his arm and it was accidentally
So the scoreline has the Phoenix by 4. Just on field for the game right now. Who's got momentum?
I think it's still an even contest. I think the Adelaide 36ers have weathered a bit of a storm following the Phoenix having to weather an early Bryce Cotton real storm.
Tip in by Rakocevic, gets it back to 2.
And that's what he's been doing of late.
Kelsey told us that Mike Wells wanted offensive rebounds to be a priority. He started to square that ledger. Sobey for Hunter, that pass was never there. Adelaide have got numbers on the charge. And Rakocevic throws it out of bounds.
It's a bad decision.
That's when you don't get to the
pass. The decision was a good one. They kick it out. But a straight turnover. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's clearly Mike Wells has identified that you look at the rebounding stats of Phoenix and they're good, particularly on the O boards where they're number 1. But they haven't been in that same category on the defensive boards. He's identified that and he's trying to make a priority of it.
And this is the time when you need DJ somebody like DJ to get going because he's been there. He's won championships. He knows what it takes.
Hunter scored the first 3 of the game. No good there. Nathan Sobey scoreless in this second quarter.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. He's doing whatever he likes.
He's the ultimate cheat code in the NBL.
This is an extraordinary first-half performance from the benchmark. Back out for Owundu. Maybe a push in the back on Rakocevic, and he knows he takes off straight away because that's 3 fouls.
No, he sprinted. He didn't.
Who's 31?
He went straight to the locker room.
Look at this, coach. Here it is.
Yeah.
Gets him off balance. And straight away.
There's certain guys you just can't guard. He's got a guy.
But coach, my point is, on that one, you saw he's on his right hand. Just stay on his hip. Don't let him step back. Now, just rely on help when he gets into the paint. Now, it's easier said than done.
100% it is, Drewy.
Here he goes for 3.
Oh, my. Oh, my goodness.
Incredible.
He's in just another stratosphere. He's had some unbelievable halves of basketball. This right there is on track to be his greatest half of basketball in the history of his magnificent career in the NBL.
Wow. 24 points. He's 9 of 10 from the field. He's 4 of 4 from outside. He's +6 in the game. He's unstoppable.
He's not messing around.
Make them call it. Let's go, Wildcat shake right here.
Hey, what are they doing to us on that? They're just playing physical.
Yeah. Hey.
What's he doing with the 5 on that side then?
Hey, Wildcat shake. West in this corner. Hit Sobes. Done. Hey, go through. Hey, curl. Jordy, look to pop back. Hey, West is going to curl. Look to pop back. Let's go.
There's a Fisherman's Friend sponsorship for Josh King for next season, isn't there?
Someone give the man a throaty. Just, he's not going to make it the way he's going because we spoke to him just before tip-off and he was perfect. There was no huskiness about it.
He might need a Panadol soon because Bryce Cotton is the ultimate headache. 24 points. And if you think that we talk too much about him, if you think that we celebrate him far too much, then I feel really sorry for you because this right here is greatness.
Absolutely.
And we're seeing it on the biggest stage.
Absolutely it is. They got to be smarter than that. They got to double. They got to make somebody else beat you. There's Kenyon out there who's not a three-point shooter. Just get off of him.
Now the count, it was called in the air that Chris Reed said it counted if it dropped, and it did.
Points count. We won. Hold.
Called a holding foul.
Can review for status of the ball here.
So I've got it clearly.
Let's have a look where the foul is. Now, a lot depends on when they call in the foul.
Right.
Can we please review for status of the ball?
There. No.
What? How is that? That should not be a made bucket. The foul, if there was one, was way earlier.
Well, they're going to review it now.
Have a look. So here it is. There's the foul if it was a foul, but there's nothing else.
Foul's there.
Oh, over here on the weak side, I gotcha.
They call that foul, but that goes.
Yeah, a holding foul over here. I thought they called the holding foul on the ball.
No.
It was off the ball.
Is he in motion there when they call the foul?
He is.
Yeah.
Now that's got to count.
No basket.
Wow. That's a hard one to call because you go, well, when was the contact made?
Drew, you've been wrong 3 times on this one play.
I have. Certainly twice.
Next play, Drew. Next play.
Certainly twice. Well, I didn't even know that was where they were calling the foul.
Oh, 41-37. Score on your screen is accurate. You can add 2 more for Nathan Sobey with his first points of the second quarter. In a venue that he is very, very familiar with. Spent 2015 to 2019 with the Adelaide 36ers. Part of their team that went all the way to the championship series. That's big for DJ Vasiljevic.
He needed that one. He really needs that one. He needs to get himself going. They got to run some plays for him. Oh, nice play.
Yeah, and if you the Phoenix, though, you're thinking, hey, we got one assignment we need to take care of, and it's this guy right here.
Oh. A rare miss from Cotton, and Cheatham. He's called for the contact. His first, so no concerns there for Adelaide.
Have a look at this.
They're getting plenty of advice here from the locals. And in fact, Coach, that advice for South East Melbourne started during shoot-around. Some of their fans, as soon as they opened the gates, got straight to their seats and just started getting stuck into South East Melbourne about 35 minutes before tip-off.
No, but it's great. It just built the atmosphere right up. Fans are completely engaged.
This is a Tuesday night, and the stadium is rocking.
Amazing. I say this a lot with different sports. They are some of the best sports fans anywhere. Adelaide sports fans, whether it's AFL, cricket, basketball, they have the NRL State of Origin. It doesn't matter what it is. Two flies going up against the wall. They will come in numbers. And their team lead by one. An arm wrestle in this first half. Kenyon on a retrieval mission. And then Vasiljevic eased over the line illegally by Glover.
There's a reaching foul by Glover. Another example, getting up and in, trying to take, if you have one pass away, there he is there.
Got him, man. Why is he shaking his hand? He has a foul.
Yeah, he gave him a nudge right on the sideline, forced him out of bounds. Official had no other option than to call it.
Free throws are the rest of the way. Adelaide already over the limit.
Kiwi! Come on, nothing now.
Humphries checks the clock. Trying to create something. Oh, that was different.
I'm Glover, I'm pulling from there.
He's attracting a crowd, Angus Glover. He's been one of the men with the hot hand. That's a great pass cross court. Hunter for Foxwell.
Oh, he hit the rim. Yeah, it needs to have a realistic chance.
Vasiljevic lines it up. He's short and can get another look at it. Cotton no good. Cheatham on the O-glass. They've made it a priority, Adelaide, and it's working for them.
Well, it is. It's a tight rebounding game, 16 to 15 in favour of the 36ers.
Lewis can't score through contact. Great D from Humphries. They're winning the individual moments at the moment.
It's a let-off. That is a complete let-off.
How do you not pick the ball up when it's in Bryce Cotton?
That's right. You need 5 guys in tune to Bryce Cotton. And that time there, it was almost like he had a bit too much time.
Yeah.
It's interesting there. He came to the bench, Bryce Cotton, thinking that he was coming out. Mike Wells said, no, stay out there. You're not going anywhere with 24 points. Oh. Adelaide ball. Kenyon, Humphries, Cotton, Vasiljevic, Cheatham on the floor for the 36ers. For South East Melbourne, Alir, Sobey, Clark, Awundu, and Lewis. Cheatham with a full head of steam. He's so hard to stop. Just power.
He gets so high on his shot. He's dropping the ball in the rim.
Sobey's 3-ball rattles out. Guess who's got it? Vasiljevic trying to find some room to fire. Drags it back out, guarded by Lewis. Little pass was good for Humphries. He'll be shooting free throws, and Adelaide's offense looking a lot cleaner in quarter number 2.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of it, but anytime they get into that middle third of the floor and they've got the high on ball, we saw Bryce with a spectacular pass a little earlier on. And that time, another one by DJ Vasiljevic that The pick and roll in that middle third of the floor has been strong. And that's because they're not coming off. There's no tagger, or the tagger's late as Humphrey misses one.
One time.
Leads the league, or led the league, I should say, at the end of the regular season in field goal percentage. Isaac Humphrey, 66%, but
doesn't get a lot of it, does he? Doesn't get a lot of that ball.
Does he get enough of it, Coach?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I know you got Bryce Cotton, so you got to get that ball to Bryce, but you still need some help. Can't do it by yourself, so he's shooting 66%. He needs a couple more shots.
So we got a little nudge and was almost forced out of play. No foul. Cheatham a long way from the basket. Tough assignment here for Aaliyah because he is so strong, so powerful, and so athletic.
He certainly is. There's Aaliyah on the back foot. She's trying to keep him in front, but that is a tough assignment.
Harlem Globetrotters coming to town this year, June 20 to July 19. Scan your tickets. They are going fast. If you haven't already purchased them, we've told you about it every night that you should do it quickly, but now we really mean it.
And Jack, just a quick shout out to, I know Kenny Cole's going to be watching this. He's a little unwell at the moment, stuck up in a hospital, but we know he's going to continue to fight hard. So Kenny, we're thinking of you, my friend, and hope you're enjoying the game.
Well said. Last minute of the quarter, Clark off balance, threw up a prayer.
Josh King said, he said, you got the foul. What do you want me to do? He said, call it earlier.
The emotion of the two coaches. So Josh King got the call and is still unhappy, and Mike Wells is unhappy that there was a call.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, have some sympathies for the officials. This is a really tough game. Some games are easier than others to officiate, and with the intensity and the bodies and the size and the pace of this game, it is hard to officiate. As Josh King wants to have some words with us for some reason.
We wanted to, but nothing came out when he started talking to us.
Yeah.
Packed crowd at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. Some past greats in the building as well, which is fabulous to see. Clark quickly got moving to Awundu. That's better offense from Southeast Melbourne.
That's what they like to do, push that tempo.
When they're in that mode and they play at that pace, they're a very hard team to stop. Timeout Adelaide.
Well, they're the best in the business. They've proven that all season. #1 scoring team, and right there is one of the reasons why. There are many, but that's one of the reasons why, because they get out and running waves and really good at attacking the rim in transition.
50-47. We are just coming up towards halftime, and Kmart Game Time has been a fabulous success once again this season. We talk about all the great things that our partners do, but we should talk about what the players do as well. They get out into the schools, and in February, Southeast Melbourne Phoenix and John Brown, have a look at him there, out in the community with Kmart Game Time. And a big thanks to Kmart. Make sure that you connect with your local club to be involved in an experience, and you can have some memories like this.
Well, you're going to remember John Brown pretending he's Urkel out there trying to dance. That's what you're going to remember of that one.
I always remember, as a kid, the Southeast Melbourne Magic coming to my school, and I thought it was the best thing ever. Frank Drumick and Adonis Jordan came out.
Is that why you hated the Melbourne Tigers, Jack?
Yes. I hated both of you. Probably you more than Drewy, to be honest. I love you both now.
No, they are great memories, and build an incredible foundation for the sport, getting the kids engaged at an early age.
They love it too, man. Kids absolutely love it.
If I'm being honest, it was probably Ray Gordon that I disliked the most as a Magic fan, but now you meet him, he's one of the nicest blokes on earth.
Yeah, he is.
3-point difference. Half-time approaching. Both teams with some adjustments to make, but there'll be a lot that they'll be pleased with as well.
See, right now I'm sending a double at him.
Yeah. Trap him right there on the on-ball.
They'll score first, step on the line.
Steps on the halfway line.
Now that's unusual for Bryce. A turnover like that. Have a look, it's an over and back call.
Phoenix wanted to start things quickly. One last bucket. Oh, that's a push on Aaliyah. A pretty obvious one from Cheatham. Adelaide have been over the limit for a while, so more free throws here for South East Melbourne. Attempts 14 and 15 on their way.
Yeah. And only the 7 of 9 from the Adelaide 36ers, who are, as a collective, the best free throw shooting team in the competition. Both these teams almost exactly the same with attempts on the season, both averaging almost 22, a little under 22 a game. So 17's a lot. But the missing link for this one for the Phoenix is the 4 of 17 from the three-point line.
Is that the upside for them?
That is the upside is, can Bryce be this spectacular and can they knock down some threes?
No foul called. Humphries tried to help it in. This is as emotive and as upset as you'll see Bryce Cotton. He thought he was chopped. Let's take a look.
No, didn't look like it from that angle.
It's Adelaide who lead by 2, 50-48 at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre.
Maybe.
And he may have just had a case. Let's get over to Kelsey Brown.
Yeah, I'm here with Nick Rakocevic. Nick, we know that South East Melbourne Phoenix like to be physical. I feel like you guys have matched it. Is that how it's feeling out there?
Yeah, you know, this is playoffs now, so, you know, this is a time where, you know, it's nothing easy, and, you know, we're crashing every board, whether it's offensive or defensive. So, you know, this is win or go home. So, you know, we definitely wanted to match their physicality and, you know, come out here and throw the first punch.
But a bit of foul discipline is a bit of an issue for you guys now. Does that change how you come out in the second half?
No, absolutely not. I mean, we picked up some fouls. You know, I picked up 3 in the first half. You know, I think Z has 2, Ice has a couple, and you know, I think we just need to be a little bit smarter. But I mean, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to make it hard on them, and you know, not show them that we're just, you know, gonna let them come in our home court and play it the way that they want to play. We're gonna play how we want to play, and we're gonna control the tempo and the pace and the physicality. And I think we did a great job in the first half of doing that.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, an intense half of basketball, and the Bryce Cotton Show, 24 points for him at the half. Adelaide lead the Phoenix with 20 minutes of basketball to go. Felix Beck and Pete back on your screens for halftime.
What an action-filled first half it was, and it was what you expected. Bryce Cotton one end, Nathan Sobey the other, neck and neck, 50-48. Right now, the Adelaide 36 is taking it to the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, but are they playing the style that the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix have blown a lot of teams out in the second half? But right now, they're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, right. Look at everything here. They're neck and neck in terms of the box score and the match stats, but we've really seen a lot of momentum shifts, and this is just the first half. I expect to see that again in the second, but like we predicted, it's a very physical match.
It's a game of runs, as you said, and the biggest run came from Bryce Cotton, got up to 18. It almost felt like in a row there in that first stanza.
And now the way the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix are guarding him, there's two ways to look at it if you're Bryce Cotton. So have a look at a couple of these clips from the first half. The first one is if he's going to get hard denied, so he's gone off in this first half by Ian Clark here. So watch it as the ball rolls in. Watch the space Flynn Cameron as we continue to run this clip. Bryce Cotton's going to take Ian Clark out, and look at all the room Flynn Cameron has to play with. He can go 4-on-4 essentially, one-on-one, because Bryce Cotton takes it out. When they can get a turnover and the defence isn't set, well, this is where Bryce Cotton goes to work. You set a quick little screen, let him play one-on-one. Bryce Cotton on an island is dangerous signs for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, and there's two ways Adelaide can really get after it.
Well, there's ways they can defend him as well. You've got to look back to the Winter Olympics where I believe you've got a small lead pipe and you really just take it to around the shin area is probably the only way that you're going to be able to stop him.
Only solution.
If you heard the halftime interview from Nick Rakocevic, he said what we wanted to do was come out and throw the first punch. Now, I didn't think he meant that literally, but he did. Because how was this on a Ketchalia? Both of us were shocked. All three of us were shocked. That this wasn't an ejection.
Well, I mean, it got an unsportsmanlike, rightly so, but when you really slow it down, right, the push in the back, the dangerous, and then the whack across the top. Now, I know he's trying to make sure it's a hard foul. No easy buckets here in the playoffs, but the push, the dangerous side of the push already, then combined with any contact above the shoulders, I am a little bit shocked, much like we all were, much like Gazy was, that there wasn't more to that.
Yeah, you need to be a little bit more disciplined, I think, in those sort of situations. But does it warrant an ejection? I say not. This is finals basketball, but I understand him getting angry on the floor.
I think it's the part of... There's history too, though. That's where it comes from with everybody understanding the things that... But, again, you do need to have someone who's going to set the tone, and that's what Nick Rakocevic does, and that's why you'd want him as a teammate.
Got to say credit to the officials as well, as while there were some touchy ones in that first half, they kept control of the game. Emotions can overflow between these two teams. They're both fire, and I thought for the most part they kept it in check, which it could have easily ran out of control at one point.
And weirdly, I mean, Bryce Cotton's been sensational, just an unbelievable first half, but the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix weathered that storm, and they'd be sitting there at halftime being like, we're in a very good spot. If Bryce Cotton has one of those outstanding first halves and we're only down a couple of points, I think we're in a great spot here.
Yeah, and I think it's smart to deny him, stop him from getting the ball and making others make the big plays. I think that then Southeast Melbourne really has a huge shot of winning this game. But at the same time, defensively, it's not one man guarding him. It has to be a team effort.
Well, let's have a look at the road to the finals, which we did in the preamble. And right now, it's not just this one we've got to be worried about, because there is a semi-final on the other side of the bracket as well. And hopefully it can live up to the action of at least what we've seen in the first half.
Oh, I'd love to see all of them go to the best of three. This is the first one. And tomorrow night, the Sydney Kings hosting the Perth Wildcats. Will Sydney come out as hot as the Adelaide 36ers have, or Bryce Cotton in particular, or the Wildcats fresh off probably their best second half of the season? Could they sneak one here in Sydney?
And you know Kendrick Davis, the man we just saw, he's seeing what Bryce Cotton's doing. He's already angry at the MVP, and he's saying whatever you can do, I can do better. What's going to come out there in the Perth Wildcats? Well, they're going to need to bounce back as well. We're going to cut to a break. The second half coming up next. Can the Adelaide 36ers keep this roll going, or will the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix continue to roll with that high-octane basketball? We are not far away.
All right, Sixers family, don't forget our final jersey is now ready to go. Our campaign tagline, Sixers strong. Check it out up on the big screen. You can check it out on the Those Guys standing on the concourse as well. You do not want to miss out on this fresh drink right now. Also, the Bryce Cotton TV shirts there as well. Don't miss out. On the finals raffle as well, scan the QR code right now up on the big screen. Someone's walking away with some prizes tonight. Family pass to the next 26th home game. Once you can join the card finals to get the match ball. Second prize, Island Chicken Sign and more at Holy Guns Sneakers. The third prize is Big Fun Basketball. Scan the QR code up on the screen. We'll find a winner a little bit later. Don't forget, school holidays just around the corner, mums and dads, and here we go. The 36ers world famous school holiday clinics out back on all thanks to Homestar Finance. Get the website for all details and don't miss it. All right, Sixers family, we will make you famous here at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre right now. Scan the QR code. All thanks to Kmart.
It's everything that we hoped it would be and more so far, and mainly because Bryce Cotton has got going. 24 points, 9 of 14 from the field so far. All of the Hungry Jacks halftime highlights belong to him.
Well, you got to focus on Bryce Cotton because it was simply spectacular. 9 of 14, as you mentioned, 24 points. And I think that Phoenix would perhaps go back and have a look at some of the shots that they allowed him to take. It was just trying to play one-on-one. That's an example when he's got choices. You need to close out a lot tighter in transition. So if you're the Phoenix, you feel like you've got a lot of upside because outside of Bryce, the next leading scorer is Rakocevic with the 6. So it's a big cap, but when he gets in this frame of mind, Bryce Cotton is spectacular.
You got to make him drive. I mean, look, we sit here and talk about how to stop him. No one's been able to stop this guy. He's that good. And like you said, Jack, we talk about him every day, but he deserves to be talked about because he's that good.
And we'll continue to talk about him as well. From a South East Melbourne perspective, Nathan Sobey has been their best player all season long, All-NBL first teamer, and rightly so as well. Was a little quiet at the start of the second quarter. Had 11 points to quarter time, 13 at the half.
Nathan's always going to be Nathan Sobey. He's having a fantastic season. He shoots the ball at a high clip. He gets other guys involved, but he's one of those guys that just goes about his job and gets it done night in and night out.
It is, and he was well supported by Angus Glover, who came on and with a quick fire 11 points and 4 of 5 and 3 of 4 from the three-point line. But Nathan Sobey has been their focal point all season long, and he stepped up. 13 points, aggressive start as you'd expect. He only knows one way, Nathan Sobey, and he's been a good focal point. They're playing through him, 5 of 10, but he's also got the 4 assists.
Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Game 1 of the playoff series between South East Melbourne and Adelaide. Kelsey Brown's courtside with us. The living legends, Andrew Gaze and Leonard Copeland. Beck Allen, Felix von Hoff and Pete Hooley did a brilliant job pre-game at halftime as well. Humphries with a stake.
That could have very easily been a foul on Jenkins. Sobey driving to the basket. Got a little push, but it is playoff basketball. They're going to let it go.
He's got new confidence, Isaac Humphries. A little bit of 10-pin bowling goes on there.
Jeez, 2 quick fouls.
I'm in the back.
Adelaide for Jenkins, and that will be his third. So less than ideal situation for Mike Wells. He and Isaac White with 3 apiece. Foxwell hasn't really been a factor so far in this game. Hunter.
And he did exactly the right thing. Bryce was on him, and he was just retreating, willing to concede, and he just kept going to the bucket. And Humphries a little too late with the help.
That's what they call mouse in the house.
Yes, sir.
9 points for Geordie Hunter. 3 of 5. There's been some good games against Adelaide across the regular season, but it's different tonight. Humphries and Hunter trying to get after it. Eventually Foxwell was right place, right time. Speaking about not being a factor in this game, 2 early fouls saw Owen Foxwell sit down. Geordie Hunter with another 3-ball.
Well, he started the game with a 3-ball. Now he started the second half with a 3-ball. 4 of 6 for Geordie Hunter, 12 points on the night.
And Drew, I don't like giving you a lot of credit here, but you're right. This is going to be one of the hardest games to call because referees don't know what to let go and what not to let go.
Well, one thing's for sure, Bryce Cotton should never be able to catch the ball 1.5 meters outside the three-point line and get all the way to the bucket, untouched, uncontested.
Times have changed. Times have changed, bro.
Breaks a run, 10 straight points. From the corner. Are you suggesting that they should be a bit more physical?
Could you imagine Ray Gordon guarding this guy?
No,
Could you imagine?
He'd be in jail.
And that's another example of it. It's a handful when you're guarding him one-on-one. If you're going to get no help at the rim, it's almost impossible to guard him.
Well, the one good thing about it is he's only shooting 2s and not 3s.
But they're easy twos, Coach.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Sobey was off balance, threw a pass that was far too hot for Hunter. Cheatham downhill.
Good luck, Owen Foxwell, with that runaway freight train coming straight at you.
Adelaide lead by 3 all of a sudden. And we are seeing another shift in momentum in game 1.
And that could be 4 on Jenkins. He is twirling the fingers.
Well, Jenkins, as you'd expect, doesn't like it. He wants a review because that's his 4. Is it reviewable? Oh, dear. That's reviewable to me.
Gee, he didn't do much, did he?
Maybe. Did they get him for the push down low? Maybe, but really wasn't.
No, dude, this is playoff basketball.
And that's one that none of us would have been complaining if they had to let that one go.
Jenkins will have to come and sit down with 4 fouls. And a tough night for John Jenkins. 179 NBA games across 5 teams, but unfortunately this evening hasn't been able to really plant his flag in the ground. Cameron from long range. Humphries again gets after it. It took 3 Phoenix players to knock it away from him.
No.
Not that far away. Look at the hustle from John Brown. He doesn't come up with it, but he sets the tone for them. He has all season.
You look at his numbers and they're virtually irrelevant. 0 of 3 from the field. Only played the 12 minutes in the contest.
It's the little things.
And as we speak, 0 rebounds.
Which is a fair effort from Adelaide to keep him off the glass. The league's #1 offensive rebounder. Cotton pulls up. That's short. Josh King screaming at the Phoenix to run. Where's Owundu in particular? He was out of puff by the time he received. Vasiljevic with a feet set. You know the rest.
Cheatham with the heads-up play. Knew he had his shooter running the left wing. Before he even caught that ball, Cheatham, he assessed the situation and perfect timing to get it to Vasiljevic.
Sobey can't respond. The 36ers were jumped at the start of this 3rd quarter. Now they've got things looking the way that they want. And it just looks a whole lot better as Bryce Cotton's got 31. (31 of 62 points. We are seeing something incredible in game 1.
That's 67%.
At the moment, everything just looks a little difficult for South East Melbourne.
Miami replay. This is Bryce Cotton, the kick out. You just can't lose vision on him. And the buckets, that for him, that's a relatively easy one. And we've already had 2 layups virtually contested at the bucket.
Both teams have got so much offensive firepower, Drewy, that when they can get on a roll, the game can change quickly. Two teams who score high numbers. Adelaide averaged 92 points a game across the regular season. South East Melbourne, Coach, the leading scorer in the league at 100 a game.
And they get it up. I mean, and a lot of their offense comes from their defense.
Still got 22 three-point attempts, 5 of 22. So well below where they usually are at. They're usually in that mid-30s is the norm for the Phoenix. So they've got some upside with their three-point shooting.
Mike Wells, a lot of discussion about his future beyond this season. That will play out over the course of the series. Big knockdown from Malik Lewis.
It's almost as if coach had to beg him to shoot it. Bro, you that wide open, I'm pulling you out if you don't shoot it.
38% for the season. The next up from long range. Missed a parcel of games through December with a pneumothorax, which is quite serious, but finishing the season strong. Oh dear. That's 34.
Owen Foxwell couldn't have done more to try and deny Bryce Cotton a touch. Sometimes you just need a bit of luck.
This is playoff basketball right here.
Hopefully we've still got 2 more games of this to come. Saturday night in Melbourne. And the double header for the game 2, Sydney and Perth's game 2, will also be then.
Oh, dear.
This is something special. 24 points in the first half was his highest first half of the season. And it looks like he's in that frame of mind. And he's hunting a 50.
He's far from done.
A 50-piece with barbecue sauce. He ain't messing around.
Brown cleans up the offensive scraps. Keeps it within 2.
And that's the thing. Cotton's putting on a show, but no one else is really doing anything. I mean, if you find a way to shut him down,
yeah,
you got a game.
And that's what we were talking about early on, wasn't it? Where we just throw some double teams at him, trap him. Remember what the Sydney Kings did to him early in the season?
Yeah.
It was a double team every single time.
Make someone else beat you.
And they just were on point with their rotations on that game and really did a number on the 36ers, but we haven't seen that from the Phoenix. And hey, they're only down by 1. So sometimes you go, hey, Bryce, he might get his, but we're going to make sure everyone else doesn't.
You might have just seen the score change on your screen. One of Bryce Cotton's last made buckets has been downgraded from a 3 to a 2, so the score on the screen is accurate. 66-65. 3 minutes and 40 to play in quarter number 3. What a pass. Vasiljevic applies.
And that's the thing with Cotton. Everyone's focused on Cotton now. Oh.
Well, if you're an Adelaide 36ers fan, you've got to be feeling good about yourself when Bryce has got 35, because when Bryce Cotton has scored 31 points or more this season, the Adelaide 36ers are undefeated at 8-0.
I'm not surprised.
So they're already at that number.
$35 of 69 points in game 1 of the playoff series.
And we spoke about Russ. Oh, this deal.
His hands from Brown. Clark pulls the trigger and Brown gets the offensive rebound. The little things are the big things in playoff basketball. And Clark's layup misses. Glover scraps after it. Premium look for Sobey. Got!
That's 3-0 boards on the one possession. And it's starting to be a factor, Coach. That's 11 offensive boards for Phoenix.
Number 1 offensive rebounding team in the NBL. Going back to home base in the third quarter. Hustle by Vasiljevic, got his own rebound. And draws foul number 3 on John Brown.
DJ's had a better second half. We spoke about him helping out. He's knocked down some wide open threes and gone to the glass here. And
I still think that Bryce has got to find a running mate somewhere.
Yeah.
He's got the 35. In fact, Cotton has 28 points more than Adelaide's second highest scorer. Which is Vasiljevic. That's a sizable gap. Vasiljevic might be that guy. 10 points now.
Yeah, you got to have a little help. Because teams will learn that they can focus on you. And they got the players. I mean, DJ, Cameron, all these guys can score.
Brown, Glover, Sobey, Clark, Lewis out there for Southeast Melbourne. Cameron, Cotton, Rakocevic, Vasiljevic, and Cheatham.
Yeah, the on-ball screens coming off. Ian Clark. That's an elite shooter. Given a lot of space.
And Rakocevic rolls and scores. That's what's frustrating Josh King, is that Adelaide are getting what they want offensively. Oh, Brown came flying in. Tip doesn't go.
Rakocevic is down.
Oh. Look at
An extra style points with the reverse. Two-hand stuff. Rakocevic is on the ground and he's got some issues. Might be a heady. Oh, yeah, they're hitting on that floor with the head. I think he's going to have to go off. Look at that. We don't get any extra points for style, but we appreciate the little something.
Oh, yes, sir.
We keep talking about it, that if we had a dunk contest here in the NBL, who the leading contenders would be. This guy right here, Zylan Cheatham, would be one of the leading contenders in a dunk contest.
There's plenty in the league, but this guy jumps out the sky. His bounce is a little bit different than everybody else.
We talk about Adelaide's recruiting. It shouldn't be lost how big of a signature he was in the off-season.
And the thing that makes him so scary when he does it, he's just got that power and that force behind him.
36ers by 4. Sobey from really deep. Brown got after it again and found Malik Lewis. That's an incredible play.
John Brown's found his...
Yeah.
He's found himself, hasn't he?
Really stop. A lot of people sook it up when things aren't going your way. They weren't going his way for Brown, but just the energy and just the constant effort on the glass and on the defensive end.
4 offensive rebounds this quarter for Brown. Vasiljevic exploring. Managed to manufacture a foul.
Fouls on Sobey.
Free throws to come for the Adelaide 36ers. Kelsey Brown.
Bryce Cotton's got 35 points, but a man that scored 39 points earlier in the year in this building is also here watching on Adelaide, born and bred. Jack McVeigh is in the building with his baby girl. He's here to watch on, but let me remind you who had 41 points that night that he scored 39. It was Bryce Cotton.
It sure was. There he is. He gets a great round of applause up on the big screen here at the Entertainment Centre. It's where it all started for Jack McVeigh.
But I still don't know how they lost Jack McVeigh.
Too soon for Adelaide fans. Don't bring it up.
I said it as soon as it happened. What are y'all thinking?
Go back to the last time Adelaide 36ers were in a grand final series. It's the guy on the other side now, Nogan Sobey, that was there as well. Oh, look at that. And he stares down the bench. He's engaged.
You see this game and you think,
Cheatham had a case on 3 separate occasions in that play for a foul. Didn't end up with any of them.
I'm just not sure why there's a hint of a foul, but didn't he block it? Did Lewis block that shot? Maybe
One
not.
foul.
He hits the ball.
Now it's staying in his hands.
Yeah, there it is. It came off his elbow.
And I'm telling you, Malik Lewis has done some really powerful things today. He had a couple of blocks, great rebounds.
No, he's a plus 10 in the contest as well. His time on the floor.
Not many that can say that tonight in this seesawing contest. 14 on the shot clock.
Hector Lear's another one. He was only played 6 and bit minutes, but he was a plus 12 in those 6 minutes. We haven't seen him in the second half.
Kosovic misses first time around, got it back, misses again.
What ball? Flynn, yes. You just push Foxborough straight out.
And Flynn Cameron gets his 3rd foul. For a push.
Sub Nathan.
Yeah, that's
And he goes and he twirls his finger.
that's why you never trust the players, coach.
Oh, you pushed him out of the stadium. What is he thinking?
Second difference between game and shot clock. The score here for the Phoenix would be huge, headed to 3/4 time. Playing in a hostile environment. They are right in it. 5 seconds for Sobey. Gets to work, can't score first time, can't score second. Time for Clark.
Oh, very good looks.
2 points separates these teams with a quarter to play in game 1 of the playoff series. 77 Adelaide, 75 Southeast Melbourne. The final quarter in this arm wrestle is coming up next in the Hungry Jacks NBL.
We've certainly been treated to playoffs at basketball. Adelaide 36ers, 77, the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix 75, heading into the last 10 minutes. But if we look at a graphic that is about to come up on screen, a man that we've talked about all evening because of his performance, Bryce Cotton. Tonight is his third highest ever score in postseason basketball. But tonight he's already surpassed his highest score against the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. It was 34. He's on 35 right now. Andrew Gaze, what does he finish with?
Well, I think he's going to have a big one here because he, as we said, he hasn't had a lot of help. BJ Vasiljevic has come on and done some good things. He's got the 13 points. Cheatham's got the 9. But he's going to be the focus. And when he's in this frame of mind, he's calling his own number. And the good thing about it, too, is his teammates, they really focus in and make sure they get him going, get him the ball.
Clark draws a closeout, which leaves Malik Lewis open. Southeast Melbourne Phoenix have won the second half in the last 9 games on the road when they've been down at half-time. So numbers can be whatever you want them to be in playoff basketball, but that's a good one for them. Brown almost came up with it, and that is the ultimate penalty.
Honestly, this is just beautiful to watch when things just going your way as Foxwell comes. But that was a deflection. Sometimes you just have those games where the lucky bounces, the breaks of the game are going your way, and combine that with the elite abilities, Cotton's putting on a show.
Warning for Owen Foxwell. As well as Flynn Cameron has 7 points. And the support staff, so important for Adelaide in this fourth quarter.
Oh, wow.
That's a wild one from Sobey, but Brown's there to clean it up.
And that's one that he should be going to the line for an N1. Look at Bryce Cotton here. Look at this. Deflection, almost a steal. Falls in his hand. And Cotton with nothing but Cotton.
See what he did there?
Oh, he got it. He's learning. He's learning.
Well, I believe that might be a bit of polyester in there, but
no polyester, son. It's all cotton.
Oh, yeah, it's not quite right for him. His name on the back of the jersey. Just
sort of needs to buy a vowel. Sobey with an O-board.
That is inexcusable. An offensive rebound off a free throw.
John Brown playing like he wants to win.
Expensive error. Full credit to Sobes. Goes and attacks it, but you just got to box out.
And this is when
17 offensive rebounds
ridiculous
for the game. We spoke about it so much coming into game 1.
And this is when they ramp their defense up.
Cotton for Humphries. When he's not scoring, he's facilitating, and he's just as damaging.
Oh, dear.
Clark wide open. He's no good. Cameron almost lost it. The ball in safe hands right now. Unstoppable.
You know how
time coach.
Yeah.
Making decisions in the air. The rim looks like a hula hoop to him.
He's in his zone.
And he's got the nice touch in traffic as well.
That's a 40-piece for Cotton in game 1. Sobey off the glass, lays it up.
Timeout, Adelaide.
Timeout, 36ers. You don't want to miss a moment of this one.
Well, sometimes you just feel blessed to be in the right place at the right time. And that's how I feel tonight. To be sitting here courtside, some of the best seats in the house, right in front of Josh King. And just seeing one of the all-time greats of the NBL at his absolute very best. 16 of 22 is just filthy.
Against one of the best defensive teams in the league, though. That's what you got to understand. And he hadn't played in 18 days?
Well, I think that for him, in hindsight, and everyone's a genius in hindsight, but that rest, freshen up, get the legs right, and some time on the practice court has all come together for him. And he's just come out and doing just things that mere mortals can't even dream of.
They can dream all they want.
86-82, Tangerine timeout. 7 minutes and 19 remaining in game one. 40 points for that man on screen. 16 of 22 from the field, 6 of 10 from deep. 4 dimes to go with it. A couple of rebounds, a couple of steals.
He's going to have to go back on the review and just really self-assess. He's had 2 turnovers.
Cheatham away past. Finds a way from one end to the other.
It looked awkward.
That's just
Now,
pure.
if you're Phoenix and you're watching this, you get a feeling that you look up and you're only 6 down. Just get a feeling that it looks like you're more down, but you're hanging in there.
Nathan Sobey just cannot find the bottom of the net at the moment. Clark's pass picked off. Cheatham's hands were good. Sobey now 8 of 23 for the night. Rakocevic goes to work with 7 on the clock.
Oh, he got fouled.
No foul. He might get another look at it. Nice hustle from Kenyon.
They can't count that. They reset the shot clock, and there was no possession.
Baseline. Basket's good. Continue this upward motion.
So the basket counts.
Here we go.
Well, did they review that upstairs, Jack? Because
I think they're about to.
Because there was a reset of the clock.
Kenny.
We couldn't quite see how long there was to go, but it reset at that stage.
So you stopped it as we had an imminent shot. We're going to review the status of the ball, whether it would have counted or not. Replay center, can we work through it? Please review the status of the ball. Correct.
Keep your eyes on the top part of the screen here.
So that doesn't hit the rim. So there's 5 seconds difference. My best guess is he probably would have got it off. But that's really, to me, that's an error, inadvertent error. Give it back to him. But to count the bucket,
No, you can't count.
No, the bucket shouldn't count. It should be an Adelaide ball from the baseline, really, shouldn't it?
it will count. But that's...
No, it was an incorrect reset, and then they've gone through it. Right.
But you
And
could
the ball,
ask...
they've counted it down from when it reset it to valid basket. Chris, go to it.
So they claim that they've had a look at it and it was within the time frame. Now, you could argue that, well, we stopped playing because we saw the shot clock. So there's a number of arguments you can make.
This is a big moment in the game right now. Adelaide lead by 8, their biggest lead at any stage this evening. Sobey lays it up with the left hand.
Well, he likes the matchup with Rakocevic.
Yeah.
You saw the last play of the third quarter. He wanted to get that on ball with Rakocevic, and he wants to go at him.
He will not stop Nathan Sobey. The numbers will not define him. Vasiljevic lays it up. 15 points. The support staff coming with Cotton now.
What has happened to the defense here?
It's over the back.
Momentum with Adelaide.
This crowd's getting louder, Jack.
Glover comes back in, and that's because they need some scoring.
Kenyon, Cotton, Rakocevic, Vasiljevic, and Cheathamovic. Brown, Hunter, Glover, Sobey, and Clark. For South East Melbourne, the 5 out there. Vasiljevic again puts the ball on the floor. Fouls a block on John Brown. He's desperate for this to be reviewed, and I think they might look at this.
He was there a long time. Did he get underneath him while he was in the air? This is a
1-0.
So he's in the air and he's still moving to get underneath him.
I just don't have him.
No,
legal
he's not
frames.
moving.
Huh? Was he moving forward when he'd already left the floor? That's what they're going to look at.
I'd rather you be wrong than me.
Well, this is a genuine hard one to pick. You need to frame-by-frame breakdown type stuff. There he's left the floor and he just... Now, to me, if I'm calling that, that's a charge. But
technically.
Drewy, get off the fence, Drewy. Please,
Man, I'm
just make a
call.
call.
You're not even prepared to have a crack.
I want you to be wrong. I think it'd be. Oh, okay.
And that's just because of that movement forward. You saw that little movement forward after he left the floor.
Could have gone either way, that call, really.
Yeah, it could have.
It was worth the challenge.
That's his fourth.
Yeah. South East Melbourne still unhappy with that shot clock issue from about a minute ago. Don't forget, you can win the Mitsubishi Outlander, the black edition, which is the one that Drewy wants at the moment. He think he's pretty cool cruising around the streets of Melbourne. The code word for tonight is engine. Scan that code and you can be in the draw. We're in Adelaide, which is head office for Mitsubishi Motors.
Look at you two guys riding around in your little Mitsubishi sunroof. Letting your hair blow in the wind, Jack.
You can sit next to me.
This next 2 minutes is really going to decide the game. It makes this, it's a 10-point buffer. And
biggest lead in this contest right now for the Adelaide 36ers. What a game this has been, and we're not done yet. And Ian Clark has got a lot that he wants to say in the back end of this game.
They need scoring. That's why they brought Glover in. And even though they're only down 8 points.
Great pass from Sobey. All night long from Angus Glover.
And that's the danger of the Phoenix team. They can so quickly turn around. Goes from 10 to 5 in a little over 30 seconds.
14 points on 5 of 7 for Angus Glover. He's the 6th man of the year for a reason. The Amy replay, this shooting stroke of his is pure.
Great find by Sobey as well. He nearly had his shooter.
Beautiful rotation.
Come down the right wing.
Everything running through Cotton. Nice Dito from Clark. They got the ball out of his hands.
And that is just another smart decision.
Blocks, backcourt.
Smart decision by Bryce. That's a sacrificial foul. Back-to-back turnovers.
Yes, Mike, backcourt.
Michael Aylen with the starry eyes to Josh King. Just sometimes sometimes there's a bit of appreciation without words.
It's like when you try and argue with your dad a little bit. He's like, do you want to keep going? Do you want to keep going?
Fine Glover. Oh, Ian Clark. It doesn't matter. That's what they do.
What a turnaround. That on-ball screen and the shot's been there. Sobey's missed a couple of them off it, but they're sagging right off.
8 unanswered points here for South East Melbourne. Sobey fouls Vasiljevic.
They can smell blood in the water. And see the Adelaide 36ers are on the back foot here.
Just tensed up a little bit here, Adelaide, haven't they?
Couple of turnovers, made buckets, 3 balls.
That's too easy. Too easy. Straight line drive to the basket.
So spread. The defense is so spread out that those types of drives, it becomes a one-on-one battle.
4 minutes to play. Not that time for Clark.
Bad shot. I know he just made one, but it was rushed. It was a quick trigger.
He's been given the assignment of trying to stop Bryce Cotton, who has 40 playoff points. Hunting for more.
You just need to appreciate how tough that shot that is. He makes it look easy, but going forward, stopping, and the touch.
The good thing with South East Melbourne is they score quick. They just need to get stops.
What's been the surge? Right now, Adelaide have answered the call.
Cheatham, Brown playing with 4 fouls. Rakocevic, a massive offensive rebound.
He has been big. He's been disruptive. He's been annoying. He's got 8 rebounds and 14 points on 7 of 11. And of those 8 rebounds, 5 have come on the offensive end. Might have got away with a little push.
So say what you want to say about him. He's got that toughness, though. He's got the toughness that they need.
He is the perfect player for them for this time of year. 8-point lead for the Adelaide 36ers. Our more team magic moment tonight. More safe, more team. Well, it's all about Bryce Cotton in quarter number 1. He completely set this game alight.
Just on fire. Whatever he touched, 6 for 6 from the field in the first quarter. Could not miss, Jack. Off the glass, pull up 3.
The coach is 17 of 23 from the floor. If he was out here in a practice and you're doing 5-on-0 with some of the shots he's making to go 17 of 23, you go, that's some hell of a shooting. But he's doing it with defense on a big stage, a lot of emotion, and he's risen to the occasion here. Look at the Mitsubishi Motors 3-pointers, and Bryce Cotton with 6 of them. 6 of 10 from threes, 5 assists to go along with the 42.
There's a long way to go in this series, and South East Melbourne will get their chance on Saturday at home. But if the Adelaide fans keep flocking to the entertainment centre like this is going to be a tough place for opposition teams to win.
Oh, Jack, this one here is far from over as well.
Down to 3 minutes. It hasn't been on Foxwell's night. Oh, loose ball situation. Rakocevic throws himself at it. He's making winning plays when it matters most. Cotton had it knocked out of his hands. Kelsey Brown, over to you.
It was all about Owen Foxwell denying Bryce Cotton. He did a good job there. But if you missed the pre-game show, I asked Bryce Cotton if there was a special level of BC we were going to see tonight. He couldn't give me an answer at the time. But right now he's sitting at 42 points, second highest postseason score. We're looking for 45 for him to create his record.
Bryce might have it.
No, I thought it was off his foot.
Oh, did it come off his foot? So certainly was hit out of his hands.
100-92. Deep. Oh, rattles out by Foxwell. Fortuitously into the hands of Hunter and throws a bullet.
Great pass, great find by Sobey.
They need to put a couple of stops together here. String a couple.
Far from done in game 1. Jim Cameron starting to run out of options, has to force it. Hunter gobbles that up. And Phoenix are told by their coach to spread.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Is that 5 on Rakocevic? That's 4 on him.
He's full.
31, push.
Baseline.
If I'm Southeast Melbourne, I got to get Glover on the floor right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not there when you need buckets. It's that balance, I guess, between the offense and the defense, but Glover can play some defense as well. Foxwell can't get one to drop, wide open. It's in the last 2 minutes, so every out of bounds is going to be reviewed.
Yep.
Yes.
Can go and have a look at this. Here we go.
Last 2 minutes. We're reviewing.
Oh.
Yeah, that come off Cheatham, didn't it?
That's Cheatham. That's on Cheatham.
Thanks, Z. Yes.
Look at Josh Giddey.
Fresh 14 for Southeast Melbourne. Foxwell left open again. Nice pass for Sobey.
Way off.
A mile off.
Got to get Glover in this game. I've called it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure why that wouldn't be the case. He's been outstanding. 5 of 7, 4 of 6 from threes. He's got 14 points.
So it'll be 9 of 26, 2 of 11 from outside. And at the moment, Adelaide are just letting on Foxwell shoot. So Sobey struggling. Foxwell, likewise, the 3-ball, which is Southeast Melbourne's #1 weapon, deserting them late in game 1. Cameron all the way in. Scores!
That should be enough now.
Oh, it's a 3 on the floor.
34.
It's called for the side ball.
Tomorrow night, Sydney and Perth get their chance at Kudos Bank Arena. Game 1 in their playoff series, and then a double-header on Saturday night. Both game 2s. Foxwell has been begging for one to go down.
Did you say that should be enough?
It should be. Even still now, I'd be feeling pretty good about yourself if the Adelaide 36ers.
The overcommitted then Foxwell. And the foul is on the floor.
First foul's White, 21 for a hit on the dribble.
Baseline?
Baseline.
Yeah, it wasn't on Hunter, I don't think. It was on Clark, wasn't it?
Yes.
So well before the shot.
The tension in the air right now. You could cut with a knife.
A stop and a 3. And
yeah. And things get tight for Adelaide.
5-point game. Cheatham upstairs. Huge play, huge noise. Advantage Adelaide.
They put the score on the wrong side.
Yeah, they have. There you go. If it's 497.
Yep.
And again, it's off the penetration. Straight penetration. Cameron gets there. Brown has to help. And then that's a nice soft touch around the rim from Cheatham. And the equation gets a little tougher. Right now, whatever they're drawing up, the priority's got to be for the 3-ball. A 3-ball or a very quick 2 in this set that Josh King would be looking at.
Here's the leading scorers in the game. Bryce Cotton with 42 points. Now, according to our database, there's been 33 40-plus games in playoffs before tonight. Drewy and Copes, you combined for 6 of them.
Oh.
Bryce now makes it number 34 of 40-plus games. Remarkable stats. The 36ers record in the postseason was Rob Rose in 1995, had 46. As per the great Joel Peterson.
Longer games back then. What a player Robert Rose was, my goodness.
Yeah. Superstar, wasn't he? We are witnessing one of the greatest to ever do it on one of the biggest stages right now. His team have a 7-point advantage. Phoenix must score off this possession. That is the last thing they wanted.
Glover came off the screen and caught the whack in the head. Should have been a foul. Goes unwhistled.
Now it's Adelaide's turn. Cotton has 42. Gave it up for Cameron. Rakocevic got after it. So many small things that Nick Rakocevic has done tonight mean so much in the scheme of things. Cotton dispossessed.
Rakocevic, for all the highs and lows, he's earned his keep tonight. Without him, it would be a different look. 14 points, 10 boards, and there's a coach's challenge.
And John Brown's taking a hit.
Cotton was adamant to Mike Wells that it was all ball. John Brown taking a few extra moments. Here's the coach's challenge.
Yeah, that's all ball. It did look like it was all ball. Good defense there. It comes over the top of the ball. The whistle's blown. Yeah, it didn't look like a foul on that replay.
And the challenge will be successful. South East Melbourne will get the ball in the backcourt, but John Brown's the story that's developing here. Needed a lot of assistance getting up off the floor.
Top of the key, watch John Brown. Oh, he just slipped. That looks like a groin.
You would think that he'll take no further part in this game.
Good hands with his Simon Wigg, the physiotherapist for the South East Melbourne Phoenix.
You just hope that that's not a look of resignation from the Defensive Player of the Year, that there's something more serious at play. There's the details of Game 3. Game 2, I should say, Saturday at John Cain Arena. Followed straight after that, it'll be Perth and Sydney in Game 2 at RAC Arena. Time of factor now for South East Melbourne. Sobey can't score. Cheatham safely takes care of the rebound. And the party can start inside the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. The 36ers take Game 1 on their home floor and take the advantage into Saturday. 104-97, the final score.
Well, it took something special. This is a great game, played at a very high level. Man, it's the 42 points on 17 of 25, the efficiency, the times that he was able to step up when his team needed him, and the silky smoothness of Bryce Cotton, the basketball IQ was all on show this evening. And he was well supported in the end. We always said, who's going to be the running mate? Well, both DJ Vasiljevic, Nick Rakocevic, and Zylan Cheatham all stepped up in big moments. Shot at 57% from the field, the Adelaide 36ers.
Just a little bit of advice from a couple of the Adelaide boys as they walk past us. This series is far from done. And South East Melbourne will be well aware of that as they go into Game 2. Let's get over to Kelsey Brown with the difference. Bryce Cotton.
Absolutely he is. Bryce, I think there was plenty of people who had forgotten what the Adelaide 36ers could do. Thought the South East Melbourne Phoenix were going to come in here and sweep you. How good is it to get that win?
I mean, it feels great. You know, we protected home court. They played a hell of a game. I'm so exhausted, but if that's what it takes to win, you know, whatever it takes, whatever it come with.
I asked you before the game what kind of Bryce Cotton we were going to get tonight. 42 points is a record for the 40-minute era for an Adelaide 36ers. How does that sit for you?
I'm just glad we got the win, to be honest. At the end of the day, all that matters is the wins, but maybe keep asking me that every game since it worked out today.
Thanks so much for your time. Go and enjoy this one with the team.
Thank you.
He looks absolutely spent. An incredible night from the six-time MVP. Powers Adelaide to a win in Game 1. And we're back to wrap it up on the other side of this. How good is playoff basketball?
They're a tough opposition. It's 2 apiece. We're 1 up on them now in the series. We go to Melbourne. The home court advantage, though, to get the first win on the board. That was huge tonight.
Absolutely. We know what kind of team they are. Again, we haven't played a finals game in 8 years. The crowd gave us that energy. Now it's time to go get one in Melbourne.
Bryce strips the lights out 40+, but it's the defensive plays that allow that to happen and the strategic method to get the ball to Bryce and the positioning of those other players to really allow him to flourish.
Yeah, we understand Bryce is the best player to ever touch a court in the NBL, and it's all our job to help him, and you know, we did a great job defensively as well, so I'm happy for the team.
DJ, all the best. So Presenting Ace Incredible Collision Basketball flying into the crowd right now. Hey, don't forget too, these Sixers strong t-shirts going like hotcakes out of the merchandise stand as well. You do not want to miss it. We go on the move. We do it there. We go to the championship round best of 5. Sixers strong is the message. Grab your finals berths on the way out of the entertainment center tonight. Sixers strong all the way through this finals campaign. On the way, make some noise for your
Advantage Adelaide in the playoff series. They win tonight in game 1, 104-97. Bryce Cotton with a remarkable 42 points. He got some support when it mattered late. And they're all smiles, the 36ers.
Well, they should be, but they had to work hard for it. Two magnificent teams going at it, a high-quality affair. And the shooting percentages has been the big difference, and the three-point line in particular, 28% for the Phoenix on 12 of 43. They had 85 shots in total. They only shot at 40%. On the flip side of that, you got the Adelaide 36ers at 9 of 23 at 39% and 57% overall. Shooting percentage is well and truly in favour of the Adelaide 36ers on their home deck, and that much feared and defensive pressure that we've seen from the Phoenix. We saw it throughout the game in stages, but not quite efficient enough, and they need to go back to the drawing board and figure out a plan of what to do with Bryce Cotton.
Here's what's to come next. Tomorrow night, it's Perth and Sydney at Kudos Bank Arena. Game 2 of this series on Saturday, Copes, and the Phoenix will go back and have a good look at this one.
Absolutely they will. They're going to find a way to stop Bryce Cotton. They'll be at home with their crowd, knock down some threes. I reckon it'll go 3.
And you're going to stop him, but you got to try and find a way to nullify him. You know, if he's getting his 25 to 30 at high 30%, that you almost consider that a win. But this other series, the Sydney Kings going in as the overwhelming favourites, but we've seen enough from the Perth Wildcats, despite them having a tough time against the Kings throughout the regular season. Playoff basketball, anything can happen. And you certainly don't put a line through the Perth Wildcats in that series.
Long way to go in this series, and playoff action continues tomorrow night at Kudos Bank Arena. On behalf of Andrew Gaze, Lennard Copeland, Kelsey Brown and all of our team for their wonderful work this evening. Thanks so much for being with us. If that's the entree of what playoff basketball looks like, then this might be the best spread of all time. Adelaide win 104-97. We'll catch you tomorrow night in the Hungry Jacks NBL.
This program is brought to you by Hungry Jacks and Bunnings Warehouse.
G'day, this is Channel 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.